Join me for this playful and creative mini flow. Take a moment, center yourself, and then begin to move your spine. Just a few breaths here, lengthening, perhaps curling in. And we're going to begin this practice by opening up through the soles of your feet, the fascia here. This is called toes pose. You might even reach around and spread your toes a little wider. Now, sometimes it's challenging to sit back onto your heels, and you can use your hands in front of you to take some of the weight off, or you might clasp your hands behind you and open the shoulders. Now, we'll add on to toes pose here by bringing the hands forward and sending your fingers back, opening up not only through the soles of your feet, but through the palms of your hands. So you can stretch into the palms, the wrists, opening up the forearms. Beautiful. Now, let's untuck the toes and we'll get into the shins. So you can lean back as you see me doing here, hands behind me, lifting your knees. You might even balance on the tops of your feet. Now, this is something that you can build up towards as you feel ready. All right, releasing off of the shins, we'll come into tabletop. And again, just moving the spine, breathing it through. And we'll begin to explore a variation. Again, if you allow the tops of the feet to rest onto the floor, go ahead and explore what happens as you inhale, lifting gaze your hips, and exhale onto the tops of the feet. Be again here, breathing, finding your rhythm, stretching through the shins, the ankles. So helpful when we explore balancing in the world, all the little muscles that takes. Now we'll explore some balance in a tabletop position, extending right leg back and left arm forward. On an exhale, you can take elbow and knee under your body, and inhale, stretch it long. Moving breath to movement here, stretch and contract. And we'll take a variation here by reaching long and then bending your left elbow and right knee. Taking it to the side, pausing. Allowing yourself to connect to breath and the core muscles that required to balance in that position. Let's find the other side. This time taking your left leg back, your right arm forward. You might take a moment just to find your balance, 2 points of contact on the earth, and then maybe taking it into motion as elbow and knee greet each other under your body. Inhale as you reach, exhale to contract. Holding there, and then we'll take our kind of awkward shape here as we bend through both the elbow and the knee, taking it to the side. You can re-extend and then bend elbow and knee once again. And then let's find your way back, both knees, hands onto the earth. From here, I'll invite you to press back to your downward facing dog. Taking a moment, you can pedal it out. And we'll find a little bit of off-centered play here as you explore lifting the right leg back and behind, and then shifting your weight forward into a 3 points of contact plank. So we're going to keep that right heel lifted. Maybe inhale back to downward dog, and this time taking your right knee toward your right elbow and then stepping it down wide. With this wide stance, I'll invite you to open up through the heart as you lift the right arm, twisting open, and then we'll come back to downward dog, really reaching that right leg back. And now cross it under your body towards your left elbow. You could stay right there, or if you like, taking your balance onto your right hand and sending that right leg under your body and through. All right, when you're done with that, reaching back through the right leg and stepping down into downward dog. We'll find side 2, inhaling the left leg, taking it forward to a plank pose, keeping that left heel lifted, feeling the strength of your core required in this uneven shape, and then pressing back up, downward dog. All right, this time as we exhale, we'll take that left knee towards the left elbow and then step it wide. From that wide lunge, opening through the heart, twisting it open. And then exhale as you send the left hand down, left arm lifts, and this time under your body as the left knee comes towards the right elbow, and maybe you lift through the right arm as you kick that leg through and under. Some challenge today. Inhale, lifting through the left leg and descending it down, downward facing dog. Now, many of you who've taken class with me before know I like this little pounce forward, taking a moment, feeling your strength, your power, bending your knees, and in your own way, stepping or hopping your way to the front of your mat. We'll take this into a little Utkatasana balance play. So perhaps beginning here, clasping hands behind your back and lifting your heels off of the mat. In this little balancing moment, descending your hips even further, finding your gaze to help, and then let's free the arms, lower the heels. We'll sweep the arms and begin to lift and lower alternating legs. Exhale as the arms come back. Inhale, lifting one knee. Exhale, that foot comes back to the earth, and we'll alternate sides. Beautiful. Inhale. Lifting the leg comes with you. This time, let's pause. A little balance here. One foot on the earth, and maybe take this leg back behind you, your floating leg, into a variation here of Dakasana, but this is a fluid shape. It's more like dancing and playing in the air than any kind of perfection. When you're ready, you can bring the left leg back forward and back to the earth. Let's find it on side 2. Doesn't matter which side you're on, just following into the other side. You can lengthen the foot forward if you'd like, maybe even lean back slightly. And then we'll send that leg around to the side and back behind you. Those same little muscles we engaged balancing in tabletop, we find again standing on one leg. And guess what? If you wobble, if you fall, it's okay. It's all about learning to fall, learning to play a little bit in the unknown, in the wobbly, bumpy moments of life. And when you're ready, 2 feet on the earth and allowing yourself to fold forward, down, planting your hands, an invitation to find a halfway lift. And then grounding into the hands, stepping your feet back into a plank pose, lowering knees, bending your elbows to lower your chest and shin. Maybe inhale to a cobra, and we'll exhale, settling your hips back towards a child's pose. Head heavy, shoulders soft, maybe taking palms to prayer and drawing those hands behind your head for a moment. Letting go of what just happened. There was no right, there was no wrong. Just being with yourself. If you'd like, placing a hand over your heart, a hand over your belly. Settling and noticing what you are aware of now. The gift you just gave to yourself. Namaste.